Mixed by
My boy Jack of One Trade. You can catch him on Laughing at Birds podcast. Go check him out. Just do what you can with the resources you have, and just continue to work on yourself, man. And don't beat yourself up. It's a marathon, not a race. Remember that. So, what's going on, real ones? BCHQ. Back with another discussion time. They don't want to fuck with a real war. What's going on, real ones? BCHQ, back with another reaction, and we got a new one to the channel today. Never heard of this guy. I only know about him because Joe Long suggested this guy, Manik MC, warm-up sessions. I'm surprised I've never even seen a thumbnail or something, because most of all these JDZs and warm-up sessions and that, I always see a thumbnail, even if I never listen to it. And I don't even recognise the guy, so brand new to me. When was this filmed? 2019, so recently, but I've never heard of the guy, so brand new. It's exciting, intriguing, hope I like it. So shout out to Joe Long for the suggestion again. Let's get into it. He said that he's lyrical here, so.
SBTV warm-up sessions, warm-up boxing club. We got Jamal.
Is he a boxer as well then, yeah?
73.
Or we just filming it in there?
Yo, let's get it. Yo, listen, check. Alright, yo, could someone let us in? It's dark and it's raining. Scratching at the walls until there's scars on the pavements. Walk that knife edge when it's sharp and serrated till you're trapped in a box that your art is created. Shackled by the dragons that
you're trapped in a box that your art is created. I like that, I like that. I like this beat as well.
Serrated till you're trapped in a box that your art is created. Shackled by the dragons that we're chasing. See us running barefoot to take it back.
Shackled by the dragons that we're chasing. All these addictions and vices and everything we've got. And they're the things that are keeping us down. And come on, man.
Until you're trapped in a box that your art is created. Shackled by the dragons that we're chasing. See us running barefoot to take it back to basics. You're the range in the air, you can taste it. Spent late nights getting mashed off our faces. We're lost in meditations. And when your mind goes blank, and when that love dies, who knows when it might go back. Man, I'm feeling like this life's some big tightrope act. But no one's there to catch us when that tightrope snaps. Can someone let us in? Because we've been waiting for ages. Pen is suspended but staying in the pages. The body shapes graceless, the colour of our cages. The metal grey seeps into your brain until you're aimless. Yeah, this is the planet where the apes live. Man, I'm going ape shit.
This is the planet where the apes live. I like how he did that.
Ages, the metal grey seeps
definitely
into
a
your brain
lyricist,
until
man.
you're aimless. Yeah, this is the planet where the apes live. Man, I'm going ape shit. Grinding every day for their pay slips. We all need to change it. The seasons stay changing. You feel your life force getting sucked into that day shift. And ever deeper it gets. No need to pretend. Watching people just fiend for respect. They fiend for the money like they're fiending for dregs. Most people are sheep and they're easily led. We carry scarred visions and too much baggage. Too many fucked memories and too much damage to try and shake off. Rewind the visions like a tape deck. Had the racing line but went spinning off the apex. Then someone let us in with banging on the door. We're swaying with the breeze like a hammock on the porch. Man, if only we could see what the cameras don't
swaying
report.
through the breeze like a hammock on the porch. Who says stuff like that? I'm impressed by this guy. I'm not going to lie. Shout out to you, Joe, as well. Because you know what you're doing with these suggestions, man. Let's go.
We're swaying with the breeze like a hammock on the porch. Man, if only we could see what the cameras don't record. Still it's obvious the lines, so we stand up and applaud. Can you hear your hearts pump? Eyes start to twitch in this land of white noise. Silence is bliss. Sometimes life in the bits takes a toll on the minds of the kids. We're just trying to take time to exist. See your reflection when you're gazing in the blue. We're gripping ever tight to what's remaining of our youth. But I lost another day. Unconscious but awake as the faint grey smoke stays trailing through my Zuko.
He said unconscious but I'm awake. Come on. Do you know what says a lot about this is how you can tell that this is real and that people are fucking stupid and brain dead when it comes to what we get taught to like. This hasn't even got 10,000 views on it. But then you got like drill rappers and stuff talking about murder and violence, millions of views, getting the platforms like Charlie Sloth. And sometimes, I don't know if they do it on SBTV, but Fire in the Booths I've seen a lot recently, promoting all that bollocks. Where's the promotion for this? Where is it? Like I said, I'd never heard of this guy. I wouldn't have known of him still if Joe hadn't have said his name.
But awake as the faint grey spray smoke, stays trailing from my Zuko. Cause someone let us in, we're sorry for the past. How it lingers in the air like coffee and cigars. And them days pushing scores to everybody in my yard. And them days we was kicking it in poly till it's dark and the lights fade. Move to the next one, is an argy looping nightmare of a stepson. Some memories wash away like paint off the trains. But even as them scars grow faint, they remain. They stay that. That's why we keep them life lessons on our minds every time that with Matt checking. We walk the roads, they're patrolling and they watch. Used to find us in the grove, take a token and I'm caught, write the crumbs off my clothes, grab my phone and I'm off. Acting like we know the way when really we are lost. And yo, we're shouting Mayday. They sold their soul for their payday. We thought that we was moving. Why are we in the same place?
He's talking. He said they sold their soul for a payday.
The crumbs off my clothes, grab my phone and I'm off. Acting like we know the way when really we are lost. And yo, we're shouting Mayday. They sold their soul for their payday. We thought that we was moving. Why are we in the same place? What? Someone let us in this time now. Opening that 8th gate of death, then we sign out. Beating on my chest just to try and get them rhymes out. And when the waves crest, there's no time for a timeout. They're crushing to this total darkness, you best believe. Before you're setting sail, fam, you better test the sea.
So he's on about the whole sea scheme, the waves, the crest. What did he just say?
Afloat when you're wrestling with they're crushing to this total darkness, you best believe. Before you're setting sail, fam, you better test the sea. It's hard to stay afloat when you're wrestling with the beast till you're scattered in the sand like pebbles on a beach. It's propelling us to peace or to kingdom come. Throw my tape up in your deck and make your system jump. Love is something like man versus beast, cock it back then release. We ain't blessed with 9 lives, but we'll land on our feet. Why won't you let us in? What did we ever do? We stand here as a tree while you're selling off our fruits. You shackled our beliefs, you tethered up the truth. You ripped away our leaves and placed pressure on our roots, yeah? So what was you expecting us to do? Expecting us to prove that it's a long way from the cellar to the roof. Can't only live your life, but what's relevant to you. And can't only shape your mind, but what's selling in the news. Cause the culture's clashing, the vulture's circling. Shit is going backwards, feel like the globe's reversing. We should be loving life, but really we're just working. Scrambling for crumbs while we're filling up their purses. We're gripping on so tight until our vision started blurring. Felt like we couldn't let go. And now we're carrying all the feelings that we couldn't let show. And all the seeds of our love that we couldn't let go. Manik MC, big up.
Pisses me off, man. This, do you know what I mean? Where's the promotion for this? Why is this not even got... I'm not massive on views, innit? But when there's things that don't deserve the views and it's getting the views, and then there's stuff like this that deserve it and it ain't getting it, just sums up the world we live in, man. Shout out to Joe Long. Like, I appreciate you for shouting this out, but I appreciate you even more just for liking and supporting this sort of stuff, to even recommend it to me, because the majority of people don't get this sort of shit. They think that it's corny or they're a geek, or when the skill level is different. So I just appreciate you for liking that sort of music in the first place without even you recommending it. So shout out to you, man. Appreciate it. Definitely a pass. Manik MC, warm-up sessions, SBTV. Catch you on the next one. They don't want to fuck with the real ones.